found the treats. Look at
He
that.
did find the treats, didn't he?
So maybe there's some hound dogs.
She's a smart one. All right, we have Dr. Joe Landers here to answer your pet questions, and he has brought along Lottie.
Lottie, yes.
Just adorable.
And Lottie is adorable, and she's kind of a smaller dog, and I'm kind of saying medium to be safe, but she's going to be pretty small. She's about 13 weeks, and so at 13 weeks she's not very big, and everyone's asking what she is, and honestly she's got to probably have some small dogs in her, some terrier of some sort. Certainly some maybe some beagle or something that kind of makes her smaller. But yeah, and I bet you if you did a genetic test, I bet we get 8 dogs out of her, which is fine. You know, there's no, I mean, it's fine. She's probably warmed up to the treats here. That's why I said hound, because before she was ignoring him, but now she's decided she's hungry, I guess.
So people, she's up for adoption.
Yep, she is. She's over at Arrow Springs Animal Hospital, which is 918-455-7107 or animalaid.org on the net.
Well, she's just too cute. All right, we've gotten lots of Facebook questions for you to answer. Our first one, we have a 9-year-old Schnauzer who's addicted to chocolate. We try to hide it from her, but she does find some every once in a while. Is chocolate really that bad for dogs?
What I always kind of tell people is, if you can at all possible, don't do the chocolate thing, because they just love it. It's kind of sweet, and just like people, and everything in moderation. The more they get, the worse it can kind of be, and the smaller you are, and the darker the chocolate, the worse it can be.
Is it the caffeine that's bad?
It's actually theobromide, which is actually like caffeine, and if they get enough of it, it can really rev them up a little bit. There's, you know, caffeine. If you take too much caffeine, like a lot of times, some of these mega drinks have a bunch of caffeine in them, and that's what's kind of causing some people to be hurt. But in dogs, they're even more sensitive to it. So absolutely. I mean, I'll tell people it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen, and sometimes they just gorge on it, and it just hits their body, and they go into arrhythmias, and it's kind of bad.
So it's one of those things where if they've accidentally gotten into a bunch of chocolate, they probably need to
absolutely. You usually call, and a lot of times we'll have them make them throw up a little bit, or not a little bit. We'll make them throw up, and then you know, kind of go from there. And usually that's enough. But I would substitute something else. I mean, they kind of like the chocolate, but you know, dog bones or something, or figure out a way to kind of divert a little bit. So, but anyway.
Okay. Our next question. Lisa says, I have a 10-year-old daughter who wants a dog, but I'm concerned about my 2-year-old. What would be a good breed to introduce the family that won't be aggressive? Yeah,
a lot of times I'll tell people that some of the smaller breeds, terriers a lot of times are kind of independent, and they're not. I mean, they're not bad dogs at all, but a lot of times some of the dogs. I mean, labs are pretty good. Anytime any kid is under 5, I'll tell people, and I don't care what dog it is, how old it is. The only safe dog is a stuffed dog. So a lot of times a 2-year-old just needs to be kept away, but 10-year-old is a really good age. And that 10-year-old could do a little bit bigger dog or whatever. And some of the spaniels are pretty easy going. You know, mostly it is you try to figure out if they're kind of nice or not. This dog's a pretty nice dog. She's not getting overly aggressive about this. Now, she's kind of hungry about this, but she hasn't bit me and said, I'm going to grab that from you or anything. And that's what you kind of look for as you grab the bag.
Well, she's too cute.
Yeah, she's kind of getting hyped up a little bit. But
all right. Well, good advice today. Thanks for answering our viewers' questions. If you're interested in adopting Lottie, again, where do they need to go?
Arrow Springs Animal Hospital, 918-455-7107.
All right. Dr. Joe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.